our nature. We call an individual into existence, and when that individual comes, I make no apologies for what I'm about to say.
Rough, rugged, and real, you're on standstill. To obey your case, so let the man build. Words of rapture that you have to capture, and I just slapped you with a handful of literature. This dope, deaf, fresh, hype, choice, smooth, and raw. Rappers I replace, bump out, and erase. Competition, you must be on freebase, smoking or choking, bound to be broken. Now get your damn hands off the mic that I'm choking. Cause I got a stranglehold. You're still cold on parole for the role you stole. Rhymes that you yell out, but you didn't sell out. Crossed over, lost over here, now get the hell out. I'm not a pop star, rock and roller. I'm a rebel, blessed, able to hold a mic like a hammer and drop grammar, treat a rapper like a wrestler and body slam them. Those who dispute get treated just like a prostitute. They get the boot and played like a flute, so just play mute. Don't even whisper, open your mouth to speak, and I'm a dish of rag, tag, and dog. Put you in the morgue because you're petty, confetti, and not ready to rock steady. In other words, you're half-stepping, tiptoeing, get going, because my weapon is not a 9, a Uzi, or a shotgun. But when it comes to hype rhymes, I got one, just like the album is still the same. Long live the cane, ain't a damn thing changed. I still get ill and kill at will and build the skill to build your grill, so don't tell me you will. We sample beats, you sue and try to fight us. Man, you still be home with arthritis. If we didn't revive and bring back alive old beats that we appreciated, you wouldn't survive. You'd be another memory to us. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. So understand the way that I live, that's positive. And the message I got to give is a benefit for you and me. I'm talking about P-E-A-C-E, the chosen one that has turned a new leaf. I got gold teeth, and they don't chew beef. No pork on my fork, strictly fish on my dish. The cane fallen victim, sucker you wish. I flow like water, slaughter, put you out of order. Flaunt ya. Rappers are ragging and tagging and snagging and bragging and be on the bandwagon, but I'm the last dragon with the knack to attract the pack, so just get back. I'm young, gifted, and black.
Yes. Once again, I want to welcome everybody to another edition of Black Poet Matters. Once again, Black Poet Matters is a celebration and showcase of the black poetic voice from poets of the African diaspora who are conscious and brilliant. It is also a celebration of black music where our souls meet song, sound, and rhythms. And this evening we have women and men, black poets dishing the truth of their matters, creating a poetic soundtrack for the time. So once again, want to welcome everybody once again to another session of Black Poet Matters as we conclude our series of the Black History Month session of Black Poet Matters this evening on this Sunday, February 28th. We thank everybody that's been tuning in all throughout the month. Once again, we've been doing it weekly, but next month we're going back to our monthly schedule, and being that next month March is Women's History Month, we're going to be featuring an all-female cast next month for Black Poet Matters. But right now it's all about this evening and the poets that we have lined up this evening. So once again, we thank you all for participating and tuning in. Whether you're on Facebook or whether you're on the YouTube, just make sure that you share as well as invite, let everybody know that Black Poet Matters is live and in effect right about now. So once again, we thank you all for tuning in. I'm just gonna give the co-producer of Black Poet Matters some time to once again just introduce himself to the audience. Once again, he's checking this evening. He goes by the name of Christopher D. Sims, a.k.a. UniverSouLove.
Peace. Good looking out, Brother Benjamin. It's always a beautiful thing to co-produce this with you, man, and keep it pushing, keep it rocking. This is our last Black History Month show, and I'm totally looking forward to it. And definitely got some of my favorites tonight appearing. So yeah, we're rocking and keeping it rolling, and I'm looking forward to March with an all-female cast. So yeah. Once again,
as it is Black History Month, we're gonna mention some Black History facts throughout the show, and some things that relate to maybe today and Black history or just during this time. But once again, we're just gonna introduce our first poet for this evening. She goes by the name of Seven Sojourner Flowers, and she is 6 years old. and she has been writing for just under 1 year and reciting poetry since the age of 3. Now, Seven's works are heavily inspired by Maya Angelou, and her mission is to help the world understand life better through her poetry and public speaking, and to help us see that it is best if we are all nice to one another. So once again, everyone out there, we introduce to you Seven Sojourner Flowers.
Wake up, everybody, no more sleeping in bed. No more backward thinking, time for thinking ahead. The world has changed so very much from what it used to be. There's so much hatred, war and poverty. Wake up, all the teachers, time to teach a new way. Maybe then they'll listen to what you have to say. They're the ones who's coming up, and the world is in their hands. When you teach the children.
My first poem is called Being Black by Seven Sojourner. This is a message to my Black people. Being Black is about living a bold life, asserting confidence and kindness. We are fair, so we will be there. Be bold. We are the birth of life. Don't fear strife, live life. We are as tenacious as a gas. Never forget. Assert. We believe in and love so many things about ourselves. Confidence. We maintain love because love is what our Black is made of. Confidence. Bold life. Asserting confidence and kindness. Black. The second poem is called My Black History. This is a message to everyone. My Black history is not about what you did. It's about inventors, engineers, and talent that is elite. My Black history barely knows who you are. It's focused on how we started off great and we're still making it far. My Black history is not worthy of anyone's pity. It's the reason for all this magic in it. My Black history has no whips, chains, or Jim Crow laws. It's you, not me. That history is yours. My Black history is not to be misunderstood. It's rich and royal. My greatest good. Thank you. I love you all.
We gotta change it, just you and me.
So once again, everybody, just give it up for Seven Social Flower once again. And we're already starting off on a bright note this evening. So once again, we thank Seven for tuning for being with us this evening. Thanking you for your performance this evening, and once again, I'm just praying for blessings for everything that you continue to do. So once again, we thank everybody for tuning in. Just let everybody know that we are live. Tell everybody to subscribe to Bassment Entertainment on YouTube, as well as to like the page on the Bassment Entertainment on Facebook as well. So once again, we thank everybody for tuning in and keeping it locked this evening. So once again, this is the conclusion of our Black History Month sessions. You know, we've been doing this every week for February, and once again, next month we go back to our monthly schedule. So once again, thank everybody for tuning in. So we're gonna introduce our next poet at this time. He goes by the name of Ras Yaya, and he was born in St. Lucia, and he first published his poem today in With Hearts Ablaze, the International Library of Poetry in 2000. And he was featured in a documentary called Job Site with the IBEW Local 3. And since then, he has performed in many venues around New York City as well as in St. Lucia. So once again, everybody, I want to introduce you all to Ras Yaya.
Ooh, yeah. Yes, greetings. Ooh, yeah. They got so much to say right now. They got so much things to say. They got so much things to say right now. So much things to say. Hey, but I'll never forget no way. They crucified Jesus Christ. I'll never no way. It's all Marcus Garvey. I'll never forget no way. They're still in the box. So don't you forget no way who you are and where you stand in the struggle. Greetings. First of all, let me just say, this young lady is going places at her age, with her talent. Sejona, 7, big up. Nice. I enjoyed it. Right back at you, babes. And my first piece is called or titled Black Perfection. They say that black is associated with negativity. I have been labeled black sheep, black cat, black this, black that. But black is magic and authentic. Black is strong and will never be defeated. That is true. Black is black and not blue. Black is history, our story. Black beauty portrays me now, after, and before. Black to the core and more. Black is love. Black don't hate. Black creates. Black is action. Black defines perfection. Black and proud and will always be. Black is beautiful. Just look at me. Eloquent and excellent. God's intent. My nappy hair, my thick lips, my nose and my physique may not look like you, but still unique. I'm comfortable in my shell. Can't you tell that my blackness fits me well? My black skin determines many things, but my true beauty lies within. I was born this way and did not choose. The melanin in my skin I can't lose. Brilliance, reliance, my blackness shout loud. Different defiance stands out in a crowd. I know my self-worth, for I did my research. Black as the universe. Black came first. Black Friday and every day. Black I am and all it's worth. Black from beginning and to the depths of the earth. Thank you. Thank you. The other piece I have there is It's entitled, there's no title, but this is how it goes. Our body lies beneath the ocean. Our bodies will hang from trees. Our bodies now riddled with bullets. Bring back my body to me. For 250 years, we were born into chains. So how can I ever forget? Taken from Africa, separated families' lives in a mess. Raped our women and lynched our men, took our daughters and sold our sons. Introduced their religion and stole our land. Oh yes, I will never forget. They stole our diamonds and stole our gold. Implement a society to keep us under control. Destroy our culture. Our history forgot. But the truth will reveal our losses, our struggles, and all of the pain. We can't forgive, but we should never forget. Beaten, bamboozled, shackled. We must educate our youth from which they came, so our African heritage will be sustained and the ancestors did not die in vain. You see, in 1863, the Emancipation Proclamation declared that all men should be free. Yet to this day, we're still fighting for equality. Racial profiling is rampant. Police brutality, our number one discussion. Years of past, our leaders fought for civil rights. Now, human rights is the fight. Because nothing has changed, but only the name. The situation is still the same. The psychological change still lock our brain because the invisible scars so deeply ingrained. So how can I ever forget? But we've come a long way, still more to learn. Stronger a people, we've grown. We've held our own. The mountain is steep, yet still climbing. Down a few times, but we keep on rising. Rise to your destiny and your well-being. Rise like the African sun in the morning. Rise and celebrate yourself. Rise and celebrate your history, not just in February, March, April, May, June to January. Rise and celebrate your blackness. Rise to the oppressors. Because to achieve, we must rise as one. And to proceed, we must believe. Believe, achieve, forgive, but never forget. I say, never forget your African story. Never forget. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, you know, I will start the party a little early for Black Women History Month, you know, so I'm going to do this piece. It's entitled African Woman. African woman, descendants of kings and queens, rich mahogany skin, strong, sexy, eloquent, creative creatures. Your graceful curved hips dances to the rhythm of your feet. Your plum tender lips, sugar apple sweet. The melodious tone of your voice bubbles the soul, can complete any man's world. Your sunshine eyes and contagious smile, every man wants to win your prize. Your combination of African flavors creates your unique figure. Your deep-rooted culture shapes your personality, your character, yes, and you've got swagger. Right below your waist, that concealed space, more refreshing than a cool drink of water. Finger-licking tongue rolling on my lips, sugarcane sweet and coconut treats. African woman, you're so deliciously sweet. Your words penetrate my brain, stimulate my mind, rearrange my thoughts. Let me come navigate your canals and explode into your sea, woman. I want to be one with you, the one for you, come with you, into you, sow seeds into your garden that's hidden. Then we can procreate new thoughts and ideas. Because alongside every great man, you are a greater woman. You take me to a higher place. You motivate. I'm addicted to you. The way you articulate inspires. You set my soul on fire. I'm intrigued by your mind and captured by your sting. I love the energy you bring. You make my heart sing. Hallelujah. Your friend, a lover, a wife, a sister, a mother. Sometimes you're also the father. Blessed is your womb that brings forth life. You complete me, you conceive me. And yes, you are the mother of my son. Magnificent woman. You turn nights into day and make pains go away. Contrary to what some men say, you are a masterpiece because you wear a crown and you a queen lady, and so you should be treated. No ifs, no buts, no babies. You're an example of creation. You personifies perfection. You're phenomenal. African woman, mother of civilization. You're loved always, all how, all days, forever and ever. Never, ever will I leave you for another. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes. And my last piece is only natural that I do this piece for my fellow St. Lucians. You see, last Monday was St. Lucian's 42nd independence anniversary. So I'm going to do this piece. Under golden sun and blue skies, a volcanic isle arise. 238 square miles of beauty she possesses. Located 40 degrees north and 60 degrees west from the equator, and was first named Ionola. Between an ocean and the sea, this land is home to me. Upon this land I came alive, and naval string reside. A land where Nobel laureates reign, fair Helen they proclaim. Majestic pitons, sulfur springs, vegetation lush in gorgeous green, and a beauty so serene. When sunlight fades and shadows beam, Luna illuminates her light. My optic gives stare to the sky while shooting stars in flight. Like a song composed with music echoes, creatures of the night. Raindrops dances on tin roof, like a mother singing to a child a lullaby. Your air drums to beat as you lay your head to sleep. Darkness is fading, a new day is dawning. Scent of morning fills the air. Birds chirping, roosters crowing, welcoming morning everywhere. Now the sun begins to stare. This beautiful isle of sunshine glare. Place salam me kay toujours aimé. Même si me wete la me wik l'aglete, me kay toujours rester cette lycée. Pa kay jamais oublier place salam me quitter pour yon jour me kay viwe. Bel ti pays cette lycée, my sorti will always be dear to me. For upon this rock I came alive and will defend it with my life. Wherever I go, I will let it be known. St. Lucia, home, sweet home. Thank you. And that completes my session. Thank you. Thank you for having me. And more power to the other poets coming up, the other artists coming up. Bless up. And Goma. And Regina, nice. Respect.
Yes. So once again, give it up for Ras. Yeah. We thank you for performing the set this evening. But before we let you go, you can't just do the patois and not translate for the people what you just said. I know you represent for St. Lucia, but you can't just throw in the patois in the poem and don't let the people know what you were just saying.
Well, basically, it's just reinforcing what I said in the poem, you know. I say, well, you know, this beautiful isle, Place Salam kay toujours, man, that place I will always love. No matter where I go, I will always come back home. Whether I came from, whether I roam in England or America, this land will still be home to me. That's basically it, you know. So let's go. That's it.
Big up.
Yes, sir.
So once again, we give for Ras. Yeah, we thank you for performing this evening.
Yes, so Mr. Christopher.
That's out there. This once again, make sure that you share the love if you're watching the video. Just let your friends know that we are on. So once again, as we continue to move on, once again, do remember that we are to the finale of our Black History Month session. So we just want to throw in. I'm gonna turn it over to Chris real quick. I know you had some Black History facts that you wanted to put out there as well. So I'm going to turn it over to Chris real quick before we continue on.
Appreciate it, Brother Benyamin, and bless up, Brother Rajaya. Empowering, impactful performance, brother. Bless, bless. So yeah, you know, there are two Black History facts that I found today, and actually I knew both of them even before I found them. One of which is that Phyllis Wheatley passed on this day in 1940. Phyllis Wheatley was a Black poet, Black poetess, who was one of the earliest of us griots, of us jollies, if you're hip to terms used to describe poets. So big up, big respect to the spirit of Phyllis Wheatley and all that she has done and paved the way for everybody that's participated in Black Poet Matters. So big up to the spirit of Phyllis Wheatley, no doubt. Want to bring that ancestor into the space. And then one of the more profound things that, the last thing that I'll share was that Hattie McDaniel, who won an Oscar in the movie, what was that movie? I'm blanking on the movie. One of the earliest films that a Black person starred in. Going with the Wind, Hattie McDaniel won an Oscar in that film long time ago. And, you know, the craziest thing is that she won the Oscar for the film, a stunning role, a great role, but she wasn't able to attend the ceremony to get her Oscar. So that's what being Black in this country will get you, that kind of treatment. So big up to the spirit of Hattie McDaniel winning that Oscar a long time ago for her role in the film Gone with the Wind. So thanks, Brother Benjamin. Peace.
Yes, and we thank you for our Black History facts. And as Ross Yaya mentioned in his poem, Black History is not just February. This is just basically our jump start, you know, as we start off 2021. This is just a jump start, you know, for our history. So as he mentioned, you know, just continue to remember these things all throughout the year as we continue to move on. And, you know, once again, we thank everybody for tuning in, and just make sure you subscribe to the channel once again, and as well as share the love and let everybody know that Black Poet Matters is on for this evening as we continue on with our finale for Black History Month. And do remember once again that for next month, for March, going back to our monthly schedule, it will be Women's History Month, and we're gonna have an all-female cast, so you definitely want to stay tuned for that. But in order for that to happen, you know, you have to like the page, you got to hit the bell for the notification so that when we go live once again, and just you know, stay tuned, because you know the posts go out, the information continues to go out for our sessions continually. So we do thank and appreciate everybody for the support. You could also go to Eventbrite for Bassment Entertainment. I'll put the information in the chat if you want to support this movement. And also in the month of April, the Black Poet Matters group will be releasing our first book. So once again, all of these poets that have been performing for the past few months that you grown to love, continue to show your support. We'll be releasing a book in April. That's the intended release date, so that you can actually read some of the things that have been said throughout the past few months and onward. So just gonna take a very brief musical intermission as we continue to move on with our program. Once again, we do some weekly for this month, but this is our grand finale, and just get everybody ready, get everybody in tune, get everybody rocking as we continue on for this month. So once again, just want to thank everybody for everything that y'all have been doing in order to support this for the past few months.
Best educated, best equipped, best prepared troops refuse to fight. Matter of fact, it's safe to say that they would rather switch than fight.
to the east, my brother 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 to the east.
Yes, I'm that kind of nigga. The one you fear, be scared, you can't figure. The one that has the finger on the trigger, boom. In the cut, zoom. In the darkness, the halo, the moon. Step into your real soon. Check the blackness. Me before those acting the likeness. Masturbating, masquerading, and you call yourself righteous. Follow me. A peripheral missionary and arc witness. Having intercourse with a nation of darkness. Books with worms. Jerry's with last names like perms. Niggas, get your head off your crack, come to terms with yourself. If you don't get any bigger, pink caddy driving black boots stomping, yes. I'm that kind of nigga. Brother J, what you say? Brother J, what you say? Brother J, what you say? Brother J, what you say?
Yeah, I'm just a pro-black nigga and I'm doing this. And yet you watch me clock me to see if I continue this. In the ways of the caddy, I survive like a pimp. No Jerry curls, wave perms or crimps. The ever nappy fool set in the mood. I raise my fuel for my firm attitude. Walking through the streets with my war cry spear. Certain folks know what means doom when they hear my firm black boots and no spurs attached. But let me give a second cause I might detach ya. My black boots if you confused. I lose my peoples in the words you choose. For right or what's wrong or man, what you think. Except my back, so how the hell you just pink? And yet you wanna be down, clown. So many wanna be down with illogical odd. Stepping through your K-boy crew. Your Nestor wars with your war hairdo. Media weapons, news at 11. Paper at 6 or systematic tricks. And that's why I do what I do. Say how I feel so you get it on the real. True, any rapper will subdue. Try to put some funny business, estimate my whole crew. But front page, since outrage. There's no gauge cause it's time for the Mac. Tune in your video, stereo and all that. To the vibes of the pro-black. It's like that as I wind up my wrist. Check out the smack of the scientific fist. Born a level to the east I flow. Cause the freedom on deck, there's no choice you know. Still on the topic of the PR roll. I wanna pass the verb straight to brother PXO.
Over and under as I progress to this. Got no time to be hanging out with units. Raise a flag, five to attack the hand, clutch the fist. Serving nationally comes the diss. Humanity keepers witness, we red eaters. Milwaukee the brutality, how can you dismiss? So, off to the road we go.
And I don't just cause the words I manifest, they will take you, sedate you. And I will stress upon you the need for you all to feed
Yes,
your
yes. So
mind,
once again, we
soul,
thank everybody for tuning in this evening. Once again, so we're going to move on with our program right about now. But I'm just going to turn it over to Christopher D. Sims real quick. He has another Black History fact for us before we continue with our program this evening.
Dope music, brother. Real dope music, man. Guru, Gangstar, some of my favorites ever. Shout out to Gangstar. Guru's, rest in peace, Brooklyn, New York. Indeedy. So my last and final one for this evening, tonight, is that on this date in 1984, and I know you can believe it, Michael Jackson won 8 Grammys for the album Thriller. I mean, who's fade Michael Jackson on that level? Not too many people. So yeah, 1984. February 28, Michael Jackson won 8 Grammys for the album Thriller.
Yes. So once again, as we continue to move on with our program this evening, we have a insertion for our program this evening, and also I'm gonna ask her, after we introduce her, to also get everybody geared up for next month, because once again, next month is gonna be the all-female cast for Women's History Month. So once again, I'm going to introduce you all to Empress Poetry, who she's an artist, she's a poetic, activist, author, motivational speaker, and a mother. She's born in Barbados, and born in Barbados and Brooklyn, New York bred. And she's culturally rich and diverse, and this gives her the creativity that is unique and edged, and she has a colored palette and a wide horizon canvas. So Empress Poetry cleverly weaves language and molds character through the power of the pen. Her signature performance poetry captures the delicate intricacies of life. So we're going to introduce you right now to Empress Poetry.
turn your lights down low and pull your window curtains. Oh, let your moon come shining into our life again. Saying, ooh, it's been a long, long time. I get this message for you, girl, but it seemed I was never on time. Still I wanna get through to you, girl, on time.
Hey, everybody. Happy February. Happy Black History Month. I know I've been here before, but I'm here again. And I'm just going to start my set off with war cries. My thoughts are stifled and my pen is constipated. I struggle to breathe as my arteries cloud with the hate I need to dissipate before it becomes cancer. Searching for answers to questions still unasked. Courage being hidden behind my mask, there's an anarchy in my mind because I believe I should be kind to all mankind, but I fail to accept this deal. What about how I feel? Turn the next cheek as blood leaks from my brother's chest. Give love because that's what makes me best while I have to fight to be seen as more worthy than death. Be better. I'm expected not to be bitter as I'm consistently being fed bile. I know I'm a golden child, but where is mother? I know they took father to prove that they're greater, but mama, where is she? On her knees in the closet, making signs of the cross as she pleads, Lord, we need delivery. It's slavery on repeat, but now they have us changed with Christianity and paganism. Try to scare us with laws, their militia and nationalism, making sacrifices on a prison while holding a Bible. In efforts to keep their gain, screw my pain, it equals their pleasure. I refuse to let them equate my work to lesser than a dog, lesser than a cat, lesser than a gorilla, lesser than man, training me with bullshit fairy tales, inciting me to think I can, while building walls and roadblocks to keep me from my destination, liberation, a dream some saw from mountaintops while being killed by cops and robbers at their door. Screw your protests, I need revolution. Not that televised organized pageant where we all look like black sheep being led to slaughter. Nah, it's time to get militant and protect ourselves. It is time to get up and take our ancestors' recipes off the shelves and get spiritual. It is time to revisit blueprints and plans, become the seeds the Panthers managed to plant. It's time to grow, time to act like we know. There is a power within us that caused them fear. It's time to tap in, family, because we here. Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna be running through some pieces. All right, little sexy piece called Sweet Blackberry, inspired by my fellow Black poet that matters, brother Burnett Coburn. Not that it was written for him. He put a prompt up and he put a prompt up last year and I responded to his prompt and this is what came from it. So sweet blackberry in the sun, rays energizing your melanin to a shine. Oh, the divine sensation as your presence awakens every nerve without ending. As I look, I lust after every drop of nectar in you. Nurture my body. Share your properties with me. Give me your energy. Serve me a burst of your nutrients. I need your antioxidants to make me glow. Every vitamin from A to S is good for me, I know. Joy just drips like the beads on your bronzen chest. I cannot wait to taste you. Your sweet essence make words slip from sacred lips laced in profanity. I want to trace your lifeline until I find the source of your humanity and linger there. Sweet sun-kissed God, I lay prostrate before you, offering myself to you as sacrifice, for you to do the things that make me scream hallelujah in Jesus Christ. Incite my drums to speak in native tongue. Resurrect my spirits that dance to our rhythm. As pound for pound and round for round, you encourage me to submit and surrender. Okay. Rise. I have flaws. I am flawed. I am not the greatest, but I am the greatness God created me to be. And I will be greater because He's still working on me. My scars are a beautiful reminder of my battles, proof that my wounds are healed, a testimony that I am a conqueror, bigger than my fears of the unknown, deeper than the oceans of doom I tried drowning in, more vast than the desolate plains where my spirit once roamed. Signatures of confirmation that all I thought was impossible were possibilities waiting for me to believe in. Believe and receive blessings assigned to me. No longer swimming in pools of uncertainty. No longer addressing myself as undeserving or unworthy. No longer sacrificing me. Instead, I've wrapped my wounds in divinity, and now I see that I am healed. I am not the best, but I am better than who I used to be. I've not always been good, but I am an improvement. No longer allowing discount or depreciation of my existence. Some will malign, but proof is in the matter. I am significant, designed by the omnipotent, created as an alpha, faithful as the omega, an essential element to the reform of this world. I am of value, and so are you. So chin up. Tune your ears to hear and your soul to receive the messages delivered just to you. Delivered on the wings of doves and songbirds. Feel the warmth inside you even on the coldest days. Find you, kill the victim, and resurrect as a survivor. Inside of us lives the answers. Don't let the question be your only mark. Rise. Thank you. And that's my set.
Yes. So we thank Empress Poetry for jumping in there this evening. So once again, she just gave you a little piece, a little taste of what's going to happen next month when we honor Women's History Month. So make sure you stay tuned and keep it locked for that. So we're going to continue to move forward. We're going to get to the grand finale. You're going to get a lyrical treat. You're going to get a musical treat as we introduce to you this final poet for the night, who goes by the name of Ngoma Hill, who is a performance poet, multi-instrumentalist, singer, songwriter, and paradigm shifter, and for who over 50 years has used culture as a tool to raise socio-political and spiritual consciousness through work that encourages critical thought. He's a former member of Mary Baraka's The Spirit House Movers and Players and the contemporary freedom song duo Serious Business. He weaves poetry and song that raises contradictions and searches for a solution to a just and peaceful world. Now, Ngoma was selected as the Beat Poet Laureate of New York for 2017 by the National Beat Poetry Foundation. And Conversation with Esu, his latest CD, features poetry, jazz, funk, reggae, and blues. His poem, USD Certified Nutricide, is included in Birds Fall Silent in the Mechanical Sea. And once again, I want to introduce you all to Ngoma Hill.
Freedom. Oh, freedom. Oh, freedom over me.
a slave, I'll be buried in my grave, and I fight for the right to be free. Where I come from, freedom. I come from back of the bus and colored water fountains. Freedom. I come from segregated toilets and no niggas or dogs allowed. I come from segregated and unequal schools with hand-me-down books. I come from sit up in the balcony. I come from go around the back to get your food. I come from you can't eat at this lunch counter. I come from go around the back to get your food. I come from picket lines, bus boycotts, and fire hoses. I come from freedom rides, freedom songs, and jail cells. I come from we've been buked and we've been scorned. I come from we shall overcome. I come from black fist raised high, little Bobby Hutton, Fred Hampton, and George Jackson. I come from street fighting and rebellion, San Quentin and Attica, Black Panthers and free breakfast programs. I come from runaway slaves. I come from Amiri Baraka, Simba Wachanga, and Watu Wazuri. I come from poor libations on ancestors' graves. I come from the struggle to be free, to be free, to be free. Oh, me, and before I be a slave, I'll be buried in my grave, and I fight for the right to be free. What's up, everybody? I'm glad to be here. Tried to get out a few poems and whatnot for you. Indeed. Tap dance. I was born in the 7th month, 2 months early, in a rush to shine my light on darkness. Born in water with fire on my tongue, always had a lot to say. It's true, I fiddle around some, but I didn't come here to tap dance. You could call me a stripper, cause I stripped the covers off bullshit. Born in the 7th month, 2 months early, I first protested when the doctor smacked me on the ass. Haven't had much trust for them since then. I'm the question mark the teacher didn't have the answers to. I'm the poet professors warned you about a past, present, future thought to make you think about tomorrow. But all time is now and yesterday was never promised. All words matter. I was born in the 7th month, 2 months early, fully armed with a machine gun mouth. I circle and breathe your docky sound, but I didn't come here to tap dance. A student of the struggle, a doctorate in resistance. Word sound power is my weapon, still strong at 3/4 of a century. My music opens chakras, my hands invoke Reiki. I am a healing force in the universe, a light worker in a quest to resolve contradictions. I was born in the 7th month, 2 months early, and I didn't come here to tap dance. Obatala watches over me. Eshu and Ogun protect me. Oshun is my mother. Agun speak through me. I breathe in darkness and exhale light. I was born in the 7th month, 2 months early, and I did not come here to tap dance. So don't ask questions that you really don't want answers to, unless you're prepared for evolution. You may not like the resolution. I didn't come here to tap dance. Yeah. What's up, y'all? We got about, you see how much time we got on. Okay. All right, let's rock. I'm going back to that music because I ain't got that much time. I don't want to take that much time to set up something new. This is a couple of poems from a book I got will be coming out sometime soon, I hope. It's called The Corona Chronicles. These are poems from the Corona Chronicles. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. It's more than a nursery rhyme. I thought it was a dream until waking up to the reality that things are falling apart. It seems there's an alternative universe as America implodes on itself. Excuse me, but I told you so seems so appropriate as predictions shift into reality. There's 25,000 troops camped on the White House lawn, but how do we know if they're all on the same page? Or if it's true that militias, cops, and Klan go hand in hand? After all, somebody knew there's a maze underneath the Capitol. It was known that the MAGAs were coming, but no one was called for help. So I'd say there's something rotten, and this ain't Denmark. Could this be karma, or is this the newest banana republic? Is this the beginning of a civil war, or will the earth open up and swallow the Philistines that came to hang the Congress? After all, this all started with Lincoln, so it sure won't go away with impeachment. The termites out of the woodwork, and Jim Crow is in style again. The ancestors crowded the kitchen, knocking food on the floor, eating before their red cracked plate could be piled high with food and served from ancient recipes in DNA passed down from mouth to ear. Water flooded the floor. Oshun made her presence known, pounded yam, snail, and a goosey stew prepared. Osala accepts these prayers and offerings on this night trip around the sun. I'm having trouble remembering what day it is. Blame it on COVID. Everyone is masked or quarantined. It seemed like Groundhog Day. Last week disappeared. I didn't know it was gone. It's a bit disturbing when I can count the number of my friends that are still on the planet on 10 fingers. The world is at my fingertips, but I miss the feel of earth between my toes. Though I'm a city dweller, I lived on hillsides many times ago. Years create some foolish thought that time can be measured. It's only a mirage spawned by mortals. Who is to say what is real and how long it takes to build a pyramid when all existence is immediate and past, present, future is synonymous? She came singing happy rebirth of the sun through the manger of Capricorn, not the sun, son. The planets still rotate, only change is constant. All the news got me buying stock in body bags. How do I know if the vaccine was not more deadly than the disease? Will there be a COVID shot police in a prison cell for those who refuse to be human lab rats? So we stand on the edge of a new decade, and all of the passwords say, expired. Peace, y'all. Thanks for listening.
Yes. Once again, give it up for Ngoma Hill. So once again, we thank you all for tuning in and participating this evening. We thank all of the poets, from Seven to Yaya to Empress Poetry to Ngoma Hill. So we thank you all out there, the listener audience, for listening and tuning in this evening. Hopefully you enjoyed it. So as we continue to wind down right about now, we're going to do what we do at the conclusion of all of our sessions. We're going to have a cipher. We're going to ask all the poets to step up once again as we conclude. It's going to be one line each from one of the performers from this evening. There's one line each before we move along. Seven had to step out because she's already part of another program right now. She's very busy she's been very busy this entire weekend. This was her fourth show. She's about to do this was her third show this for the weekend, and she's about to do her fourth one right about now, so she had to step out. So I'm just gonna turn it over to Ras Yaya as we begin our cipher. Once again, this is something that we do at the conclusion of every show. We get all the poets involved in one line each as we build a poem on the spot, starting with Ras Yaya.
Yes, they will make things attractive to get you distracted. But don't let them fool you, because they will try, distract you, confuse you, tell you about his story and hiding our story, making it a mystery. But don't let them fool you.
Yes, and next we're going to turn it over to Empress Poetry.
We are Black 365 days every year. We can't be anything but that. Don't let them make their history our story. Let's change the narrative, people. Black power.
Yes, turning over to Baba Ngoba.
This is the real America, built on stolen Indian land in the backs of Africans. The whole damn thing is a lie, drunk on the blood of manifest destiny. So don't act like shit didn't always stink. Been funked up since Columbus got lost.
Yes. So once again, we thank all of the poets for participation this evening, and since Christopher's in the room and he's on the camera, just spit one line for us.
I am a poet. I turn words into sun rays. I engrave page after page with lyrical rage.
Yeah. So once again, just stay tuned for next month. So stay tuned. Sunday, March 21st will be the next Black Poet Matters session. Is going to be in honor of Women's History Month. It's going to be an all-female cast for next month. So once again, we thank you, the listener audience, for tuning in this evening. Once again, for everybody out there on YouTube, just subscribe to the channel. Everybody on Facebook, just like the page. And once again, you can share the videos from both. So once again, we thank everybody. So as we could take it out, we usually end out with some music. But what I'm going to do, if Mr. Ngoma is ready, we just want him to just rock out for this evening. Once again, as we conclude our program, which we normally do. So we could turn it over to Mr. Ngoma. Once again, thanking everybody for tuning in this evening. Until next time, just once again, next month, same location, 8 p.m. time. Until next time, saying God bless.
Harlem, oh, Harlem, oh, Harlem, oh, Harlem. My pen bleeds for you. Howling like a dog in heat on a full moon night, suffering root shock since the tree of life was bulldogs. Lost forever, buried in concrete, invisible. Wandering like a lost soul, trying to find its name, battling extinction. Babbling on in Babylon, telling endless stories of the people and the places and the faces that they've seen, both in this life and the past. For the door to the past leads to the future, not to repeat the bitter with the sweet. Yes, I remember sweet, like hot donuts from Georgie's and bean pies and fish sandwiches from the Muslim steak and take when you got the munchies. Schools at the crossroads, 125th and Lenox on the step ladder, listening to Malcolm, Marcus, and Carlos Cook. Across from the Teresa Hotel where Fidel stayed, because they wouldn't give him a room in the inn downtown, kind of like Jesus and Mary. When Lindy was the hop, before B was the bop, long before hip hop. Maybe some numbers runners in our bootlegger too. Langston Renaissance, Claude McKay, and Zora too. These sweet memories I bring to you, babbling on in Babylon, where Malcolm was assassinated at the Audubon. Some was filled with menacing order the feather and Tapawingo, talent night at the Apollo, before boys were shipped overseas to fight old men's wars, before the smack and the crack, buying the latest LP from Sekulu's record shack, checking out Miriam and Hugh Grayson in the grass, before Bad Thomas sang Caraway's pearl-handled pistol in the air at Harriet Tubman School and was later assassinated. We still go through the Cotton Club, Duke's spirit still lives there. The late night east spot was Wells, where chicken and waffles dwell. Long before IHOP grabbed Christopher Columbus fever and discovered it, when African vendors lined 125 Street selling their wares, incense and oil in the air. I'm just here bringing your memory back to black, babbling on in Babylon. Oh Harlem, oh Harlem, oh Harlem, my pen bleeds for you.
Yes. So once again, thanking you all. Once again, subscribe, like, and once again, tune in for next time. So thank you all for tuning in, and make sure that you log on for the next session.